Now, let's consider example 1 on drawing a bar chart or a Gantt chart. We are presented with a table which contains information on the construction of a substructure for a building. We have activities, predecessor activities, and duration as part of the information for the construction of the substructure. We have activity A, which is clear site of topsoil, which is a starting activity without any predecessor, has a 1-day duration. We have activity B, setting out of building, which has a predecessor activity of A, which means A has to be completed or has to commence before B commences or starts, and has a duration of 2 days. We have activity C, which is excavate strip foundation, having a predecessor activity as B with a duration of 5 days. Activity D then follows, which is pour concrete in foundation with a predecessor activity as C, has a duration of 2 days. Activity E also starts with a predecessor activity as D. Activity E is lay block in foundation footing and has a duration of 7 days. Activity E, hardcore filling with a predecessor activity as E, has a duration of 4 days. And lastly, activity G, casting oversight concrete with a predecessor activity as hardcore filling or F, has a duration of 2 days. We understand from the earlier lessons that the activities will be represented on the vertical axis, while the duration will be represented on the horizontal axis. Now, the initiating activity is activity A with a duration of 1 day. So the activity starts from 0 and ends on 1, as shown, and this represents a 1 day duration. Activity B commences at the end of activity A, because activity A is the predecessor activity before activity B starts or commences. Activity B has a duration of 2 days, so we count 2 days from 1, making it 3 days. Then activity C, which has a predecessor activity as B with a duration of 5 days, commences at the end of activity B. So it commences on day 3 with a 5 days duration, means 5 plus 3 would make 8, and that is represented on the chart. Activity D, which has a predecessor as C, commences at the end of activity C with a duration of 2 days, being 8 plus 2 making 10. So activity D starts from 8 with a duration of 2, it gets to 10. Activity E commences at the end of activity D with a duration of 7 days. We have 7 plus 10 making 17, as shown on the chart. Activity F commences at the end of activity E. In other words, activity E is the predecessor to activity F, which is hardcore filling, with a duration of 4 days It starts from day 17 and ends on day 21. And activity G, which is casting oversight concrete with a predecessor activity F and a duration of 2, starts from day 21 with a duration of 2. It ends on day 23. So the total duration of the entire substructure work is 23 days.